Hi everyone, this is Craig Johnson with shrednews.com, and I'm here with the guys from Attack Attack.
Hello.
Hey.
What up?
I'm just going to ask them a couple questions for the interview. To start off, could you guys go down the line and say what your name is and what you play in the band?
Sure. I'm Wetzel. I play drums.
Johnny, guitar and vocals.
I'm Caleb and I do vocals.
Awesome. Can you guys tell me how Attack Attack got started?
We're just a group of friends, and like, I don't know, it kind of like formed as like, you know, one member wouldn't be good enough, so we'd kick him out and then get one of our friends to join, and then like another member of the band wouldn't be good enough, we'd kick him out and get another member to join, you know. And so after, like, it's kind of like purifying gold.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta like get all this stuff out, but now I feel like we have like, this is like our band and this is what it's always meant to be.
Yeah, so this is like the solid lineup now, you
Yeah.
guys think?
Yeah.
I mean, like, the five of us, we all grew up together. Like, we've
Yeah.
all known each other for years.
Yeah.
Went to the same schools, like, lived in the same neighborhoods, like, all skateboard or bike rode to each other's houses, and, you know, it's
Yeah,
pretty much just-
definitely. So, do you guys have any main influences when writing music?
I think we try to take influences from like anything, you know.
A lot of like life experiences that we'll have will give us influence for like
Words.
a lot of the lyrics on our newest album that's coming out. We're definitely influenced by this like last year and just all the crazy stuff that's happened and
Yeah.
all that. And I mean, musically, just we all listen to tons of different stuff.
Yeah.
And we don't really like take one main band where like we want to sound like them. We just
Take a crap load of bands and say we want to sound like them.
yeah, we just, you know.
Yeah,
We play, basically we
just
play
play what we
what
like.
we want to play. Like, we don't really care what genre it is. We just
Definitely.
do what we feel like.
yeah. We're, like, super diverse dudes. Like, as far as musical taste goes, like, we're all into, like, way different stuff. So each one of us, like, has our own musical influence in bands that, like, we like, which is all separate from each other. And then we all just kind of take each of our influences, put our spin on it, and then shove it all together.
Definitely. So, can you guys tell me a little bit about the second album that you're going to put out?
It's
wild.
It's wild. It's like a couple days ago I was listening to like other bands that are like, you know, are really big right now, and I can safely say that the music that is going to be on this record sounds nothing like anyone's ever put out before.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's definitely still us.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like we just totally changed the band with all the like member changes and all the crazy stuff that's happened since our first album was out. It's still Attack Attack.
Yeah.
Still got the heavy stuff, still got the fun, like dancey stuff. And kind of broaden the group of fans that we have, and hopefully a lot more people that didn't like us will like us.
Definitely.
You know, just because it's totally different.
Do you guys have like a name and a release date set for that record?
Yeah, the record's called Shazam, and it comes out May 25th.
You said with all of the band switch-ups and the lineup changes, Caleb has just taken lead vocals from playing synthesizers and keyboards.
Yeah.
So I guess this question's mostly for him. Caleb, how has that transition been for you?
It was pretty intense. I mean, we just did it like real quick. I mean, I kind of took the role right before we did the Shred Till You're Dead tour, and that was my first tour ever doing like vocals like that. And but I mean, I feel like I got in the groove pretty quick, and this tour is like leaps and bounds above how I was on Shred, I feel. And then the album, I feel like, is gonna, I don't know, it's a lot different than what anybody saw from the Shred Till You're Dead tour.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, you guys are now headlining the Artery Foundation tour right now with a bunch of great bands. Can you tell me how the tour's been going?
Fantastic.
It's definitely like, you know, like when you walk out on stage and it's sold out and you're like, holy shit, like we're headlining this, you know, to see like that big of a jump in a year, like I always,
It's almost surreal.
I become a little sentimental bitch, and I'm like, this is awesome. So, yeah.
Definitely. Well, what are your guys' plans after this tour?
Well, directly after this tour, we're going to head home, and we have like a month and a half off. And we're going to spend most of that time probably just resting, getting ready for Warped Tour, gearing up. We're going to put together a lot of stuff. I would imagine that we're going to spend quite a bit of time working on our live show and actually practicing, because the first night of this tour was the first time we've actually played together like as a band for, like 3 months, because we were just like so busy. As soon as we came off the last tour, it was like Christmas, all of us with our families, and then January and February we've just been writing records.
Yeah, definitely.
And then like 2 days after we get out of the studio, like that's our first night. So we're gonna spend a lot of time just really like locking down our live show and just like really, you know, kicking it up, man. We gotta kick it up a notch.
Definitely, gotta practice.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so if this is kind of a more different question than what I've been asking. If you guys could tour with any 3 bands in the world, doesn't matter if you guys want to do a live Van Dead or just a live, depending on how you guys want to see the question, it's all up to you, but we're going to do individually. Each of you get 3 bands.
I'll go, well, I know one. Since we're in Nashville, I got a rep, but I would love to tour with Plead for Purging. They're one of my favorite bands. I feel like they've kind of changed what metal looks like, because it's actually cool. I'm not a big fan of metal, but like they do a good job at it. And then I would love to do a tour with Prada, because you know we sound similar, and why not? It'd be fun. Right. And then For the Fallen Dreams, I'd love to tour with them. Those are all realistic though.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't matter. However you guys want to take the question.
yeah, I would go with those 3.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. I would absolutely love to be on a tour with like AC/DC, because I feel like, you know, that band, like when you think about AC/DC, like I listen to AC/DC now and it's just like freaking like it's badass still, and like they're like a really old band, and it's like there's something to really admire about that, to be able to have like a product that was like new and like a sound that was new and like super edgy in their time, and just have it last and like still attract young kids. Like, dude, like come on, like when you started listening to music, you can't tell me that AC/DC was in somewhere in that lineup and you didn't think that they were badass.
They
like,
definitely were.
That is truly something to admire, something to look up to, you know. Like there's albums that are like a year and a half or 2 years old and you're just like, God, dude, I'm sick of that, like that sucks. But like it's bands like of the caliber of like AC/DC, like, you know, freaking AC/DC are the 3 bands that I would want to tour with. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just no one else.
It would just be AC/DC and then you guys.
AC/DC, AC/DC, and then us.
All right.
Man, this is a tough question. I'd say a Plea for Purging also, because those guys are awesome. And they make awesome music. I mean, AC/DC would be cool to tour with, just because they're
Fucking AC.
pure rock and roll.
American.
Oh,
Even though
yeah.
they're from Australia.
And, man, I don't know. This is tough. Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden, solely for our guitar tech.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to make our guitar tech happy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna go down the line again, and it's kind of like the last question. If there's something that your fans might not know about you, what would it be?
Oh, I got one.
Okay.
I played soccer my entire life and then quit to join a band.
I'm 17. I'm like really young, I guess. Not many people know that. Seem surprised, but
He was 14 when he joined.
yeah. We started touring when I was 15, and then just kind of went from there.
I pulled like this super ridiculously funny stunt on my parents, where like we were like working on like signing our record deal and stuff, and so I like, my parents were, you know, they were like, well, you know, it's not like solid yet or anything, like, you know, you should be like looking at colleges and stuff. So I pretty much closed my eyes and just like stuck my finger on a map and picked a college and like signed up for it, and like went to all the meetings and stuff with my dad. Had absolutely no intention to go into this college, and it was like the worst college ever too, like on top of that. And I was like, the whole time I was like going to like all this stuff for it, like my dad's with me and he was just like, you know, it's a pretty good choice. And in my head I'm just thinking, oh shit, I can't believe I picked this one. Oh god. But everything worked out. I didn't have to go, and you know, now I'm here. So that's,
now you're touring.
Yeah.
Moral of the story is fuck college.
Moral of the story is, if you're gonna go to college, pick a good one. Even if you're just faking it, like, jeez.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else you guys want to say to your friends, family, fans, anybody?
I love you, Mama.
I love you, Mama.
I'm just, I do love my mama, but I don't
Let's
know.
see. Oh yeah, our record's coming out again, May 25th. Please buy it.
Pick it up.
Badass.
Blow your mind. Pow.
Yeah, look out for us on Warped Tour, because it's gonna be it's gonna be a real experience this time around. We've really figured out like what we want to do and where we want to go now, and we're gonna go for it. So watch out.
Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for watching. It's Craig Johnson with shrednews.com. Attack, attack.